Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the bearded wonder, Mr. More AKAs in HBCU. Pinkies up. And as you can see, we are not in the studio this week because it's my birthday weekend and I am not hanging out with this man all day on a Saturday.
Aquarius, baby.
But I will be getting a present from this man because he's my best friend. So, sir, tell him who you are.
It's your boy, best friend, aka the colonizer, aka Hoods Up.
Hey, why you always put like the seductive voice on when you say it?
The white hood up. The white hood.
Hey, not the white hood. That's why it's crooked. See,
it's limp. Once you get to that certain age, man, shit stops working. You can't do that shit you did back in the day.
You gotta get some blue chews, man. Get some blue chews for your hood.
Get some blue chews going on for the hood.
I told you, I'm trying to get us what's it called?
Sponsorship.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we can do like a dope commercial for them.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because everybody else just makes skits, and they shit's not funny. So, but hey, man, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Rocking and rolling. No. Well, Ravens game, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Excited, nervous.
3-point underdog. How you feel about that?
No, we gave them 3.5 or something. We're 3.5 favorites.
No, they are.
No, we're 3.5 favorites at home. It can move to 4. 49ers are like 7-point favorites at home.
Oh, what up?
Yeah, we're favored.
Thought y'all was the underdogs.
No, the home team always gets it like a 3-point favorite. That's basically a wash almost in sports betting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you automatically get that 3 for being at home.
Yeah. So they saying they said Patty wins. Like he ain't got to win the Super Bowl. They said if Patty wins, you might as well just go ahead and put him in front. How you feel about that?
In front where?
In front of Brady.
Nah.
Without even winning as many Super Bowls. It's if he wins, that's it. Patty's the one.
Nah. This would be probably his last year with Kelsey. Kelsey might come back for one more year. But if you shut Kelsey down, they have nobody else on the team.
Yeah. Well, Pacheco.
Are you going to depend on him? Like last time we played them, they had Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So right now you shut down, Kelsey's been averaging like 50-some, 80 yards a game in their losses. You stop him, get him less than 100 yards, it's almost guaranteed a loss.
You saw the video of him and his brother on the podcast with their dad?
Nah.
Their last name is not Kelsey.
I saw the thing where somebody said it's Kels.
Yeah, it's Kels. His dad just didn't want to. He was tired of correcting people. So when he had kids, they just heard Kelsey so much, they just assumed that their name was Kelsey. It's Travis Kelce. That's his real name.
But see, why wouldn't you? That's your name. Like that's your.
That's what I said.
Heritage, like that's your lineage. Like you gotta correct people.
He said he was tired of correcting people. He said he was tired of correcting, so he just let them say it. So.
You never get tired of people. Like, man, you have your kids. Like, if you gotta sound like a jerk, it's Kels.
Right. He said it took them a long. I think they found out in like middle school or something like that. Like their name was like Kels.
Nah, man, I'll be correcting people all the time.
They still call him Kelsey. In the NFL, they call him Kelsey. So
yeah, that's like if your name was like Sharon or Sharon or something like that. Like you would, my name ain't Sharon.
Well, Sharon don't play that. You already know. You call her Sharon.
Bro, when I talk to my phone and say call her, it'd be like call, or if it talks to me in my ear and it's like you have a message from Sharon. I'm like Sharon. Like who's Sharon?
Right. Man. So I don't have a sack question, but I did receive a very interesting tale from people that I used to hang out with in my heyday back in my
shout
20s.
Out to Harbaugh getting hired today too.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Chargers about to be crazy.
I told Michael. I told everybody before the year he was going to San Diego.
Yeah, everybody they said that black is my favorite color was just a diversion and shit. So, but yeah. So, where is that? All right. So let me know what you think about this. And for those at home, this is maybe triggering and it's kind of fucked up. It's more fucked up for me because I actually know the people involved in this story. So, a friend of mine whose 19-year-old niece, not a real niece, her best friend. Yeah, see, she heard the story this morning. I mean, this afternoon already. Her best friend's daughter, which black people call that that's a niece, right? Her 19-year-old niece was groomed to get into a relationship with her stepfather. You with me?
I'm with you.
All right. The 19-year-old niece is now pregnant by said stepfather. She won't listen to anybody about how wrong this is except for him. This started around the time she was around 9 or 10. Her mom says she's grown. She can date whoever she wants. The aunt is saying, what the fuck? Where is he at? He got to go. And on top of all that, she has bipolar disorder and spinal bifida. She's currently in jail because they separated her from the stepfather and she raged. So they called the police because she was harming folks. Unpack that for me.
So first, I think we need to point out the key factor here. She ain't white.
Nah,
right?
she's not even white. Yeah,
So she ain't one of us. So you guys can't say sounds pretty white to me. It sounds white. Nope, your people, none of that. So let's point that out first.
They live in Northwest Baltimore. So yeah, they're not white at all.
It sounds like it's a pretty fucked up scenario where basically she was targeted as far as that. Like this guy seriously has one of those narcissist controlling type mentalities, and the mom seems like she just has one of those,
Oh, that's another part. The mom says she's grown, but the stepfather still financially takes care of her and her other kids that she has.
So what's she gonna say? She can't argue, it's got
That's why I left out. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The rape syndrome stuff going on, like the abusive woman syndrome, like everything's okay. He's just paying for us. It's whatever. It's just one kid there.
Exactly.
She done sold her. She sold her one child so her and her other kids could survive. And then realistically, she probably ain't taking care of the other kids either. She probably just taking care of herself and is just keeping them alive at some point, because that's usually how it works out is that you give them the bare minimum to survive and feed and clothes on their back. And then you take care of yourself because the mom probably got some issues in the head.
Yeah. That's my friend. Don't be talking about my friend like that. But
sound like she got issues in the head.
She does. For even saying that she's grown and she can do what she wants. That alone is crazy.
I don't get that they're grown. Like my daughter's mom, has that mentality with her and the oldest boy, and everything with them is she over 18. What do you want me to do? Like, I want you to put your foot in the ass. That's what I want you to do. Like, I don't care. I tell my daughter all the time, I don't care how old you are. Like, you're going to hear it. You ain't going to like it, but you're going to hear it from me. You ain't got to listen, but you're going to hear it from me.
Yeah. And she knows that. Like, she get upset, but she knows that. So, but yeah, my son's the same way. Like, he'll take a deep ass breath because he knows it's coming. He just brace himself for it, and then we just move on. Like he know. So,
yep.
But yeah, I thought I'd just relay that because they wanted me to talk about that. So I told them I'll bring it up on the show. So shout out shout out to my peoples, and I'm sorry that you have to go through that. And the stepfather is missing. He is nowhere to be found because people are looking for him. They are
I'm
currently
sure.
on the hunt for him, and he's nowhere to be found. So
The question is, like, got to play devil's advocate. Like, she sounds like she has some mental disability, so
yeah,
that's already an issue. But if none of this really started until after she was 18, you know, from the outside looking in, like, what you mad about?
you sound like the mom now.
I'm just saying, I'm playing you because this is what you
Yeah,
do. You play devil's advocate.
yeah,
You know? Now,
that's true.
I'm sure it didn't start after 18
Right.
because I'm sure you don't groom somebody from 9 till whatever. And then, or just 18 and be like, oh, things just happen. Nope, it doesn't work like that. You've been doing it for years. Whether you've been touching her for years, who knows? Right. But it's one of those things where from the inside looking at it, you're like, man, F this guy. Like, I'm trying whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm going to kill this guy. But from the outside looking in, like, what you going to do? Like the mom said, she's over 18. If it happened after 18, like, what you mad about?
Yeah.
You can be mad, but at the end of the day, it's her life.
Yeah. But people in their head, they're thinking the worst. You know, they thinking all this started at
and the
10
worst,
years old, 11 years old, you know.
The worst probably did happen.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't. So, all right. So, if you do know somebody going through something like that, or you know, just you're going through something like that, I believe you can call 311. You can call I think 9988 or 998. Can't remember which one it was. You can call those numbers. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the show notes. Where you can call, you know, get some help. Because you need help. You need help, and they need help. So, you know, sometimes you got to make the tough decisions. So, you know, to get the correct shit to happen. So,
bro, there's a lot of free ass out there in the world now. You ain't got to pay for it. Go to the bar, go wherever. Like, you can go on Facebook and tell somebody they're pretty, and they're ready to give it to you. Trust me.
Bruh. Easily, like,
girls,
you ain't got to buy a drink or anything. It's like
girls are so insecure in themselves, and they just want to feel the attention. If you just get on there and tell them they're like pretty 5 times, you know, in a conversation, next thing you know, they're like, "Here's my number. Call me, text me." You know, I got to get off of Facebook, but here's my number. Like, women are just so fucking gullible.
Or you guys just say one of them cheesy lines that they swear it doesn't work on them, like, you know, like, "Oh my God, your eyes are so gorgeous." Like, no one ever told me that before. Like,
like,
look at my titty.
Like, if you tell any girl, like, look, you know, I ain't never had a woman as hot as you be interested to talk to me, like, they'll eat that up in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Like, I can write a book on how easy it is to get laid.
Or even just say, yeah, no one ever said that to me before. Even if they said you heard that 1,000 times, you're like, no one ever said that to me before. You just make them feel special, make them feel like they're the only one, and that's it.
Yeah, women are soft-minded and weak.
Yep. Except for them thug ones, but you get to the core, they still that way too. So
give them $1,000, they do anything,
bruh. She got a fiance off with $1,000, bruh.
Yep. So,
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there's a lady on Instagram. She said she was getting ready to go out with her homegirl, and she was like, "Let me tell you the story about how my now fiance paid $1,000 for my vagina." And at the end of the day, she said that I know my worth. You know, I set a standard for myself, and he still paid, and we're getting married. So,
yeah.
How you feel about that?
Like Ted DiBiase said, everybody's got a price.
Yeah, you know they'll say that in the comments, right?
I didn't look.
Betty White.
Poor guy.
Yeah. And she's not, you know, she's not a horrible looking person. She's not $1,000 paying for the pussy person though.
Right. Nah, she's not. Like, she's like, hey, a $50 bar tab for her.
You know, yeah, you know, like, you know, we some nachos, some mozzarella sticks, you know, whatever margarita you want. That's the type of time she on, but She set a price.
Hey,
So
good for her. Betty's
see,
white.
that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta set your price, man. No more free dick, bro. You gotta
That's
set the
right.
price.
You got to pay for this.
all the maintenance that you do, bro, you better make them pay for it, man. So we was talking about AI before the show. I'm in tech, so I'm privy to a lot of more stuff than you. What are your fears about AI?
There's a lot. So,
Because I know you're old, so I know you like, oh, they can snatch your voice, they can snatch your face, and
right.
whole bunch of
Like,
other shit.
we talked, there's a thing going on in Baltimore with a principal that we talked about who said some stuff about different races and things like that. People are trying to say it's AI. That
Yeah.
worries me. It worries me that like random pictures, somebody could, I'll put an AI picture of Pablo out there wearing a, Black Panther love KKK type stuff on it. Whatever, who knows? Whatever, So those are the kind of things. I saw some pictures of Taylor Swift today. Nude at a football stadium. AI generated. Clearly, we know it's not her,
Because
but
she ain't never been that thick in her life.
right. But things can come out, and then it makes you second guess things and like, well, maybe. So who knows what's going on out there? But the thing that worries me the most, I think, is like right now there's a lot of scam calls going around. They'll ask your name, and then as soon as they're like, "Hey, is this Pablo?" and you're like, "Yes." They take that yes, and the AI convert it to answering security questions or
Yep.
whatever. So that's the kind of stuff that I worry about.
Well, it's funny you say that, right? There's an app. There's an AI app where no matter what country that we're in, it will take our voices and turn it into whatever language it is.
See?
So if we're in Japan right now, and it won't be like a karate movie either. It'll be literally like us talking as if we're speaking Japanese.
See? 10 years from now, who knows what's going to be going on?
Yeah. So so I have a list for people at home who wants to try out some of these AI things. Vocable is the one I was telling you about. It literally takes your voice, can have you speaking Russian, if you want.
About to get laid in Russia.
Yeah, for real. They're like, hey, we gotta come over there. And then when we get older, we don't speak a lick of Russian.
Nope.
Like Chat GPT, everybody knows that one. That's pretty standard nowadays. People done wrote whole book reports, whole thesis with Chat GPT. What's up? Bard, BARD, excuse me. That's another. It's just like Chat GPT. Best friend was looking at it before we got on here. He got a little nervous and he stopped. Claude. It's the one called Claude. I forgot what that does. Actually, matter of fact, there's one called Pictori AI. So let's say we had an audible podcast, right? We can put our podcast into that, and it will make a picture. It will generate a picture of what we're talking about, and it will last through the entire podcast, so we can put it on YouTube.
So I'm on Bard now, just trying to look.
Ask just you know what you do? Ask it. Say, can you write me a sponsorship pitch for a soda company? Watch what happens. It's insane. And just like you said, the more times you use it, the smarter it gets.
Oh yeah. So it's a living thing basically.
Yeah.
It adapts to you.
It'll start using your vocabulary, how you speak, everything. It just starts generating.
Yeah, it gave me a pitch. I did clothing line.
See? All you gotta
It
do is
tells
just
you,
tweak a couple words.
it gives you a subject. It gives you a dear sponsor, paragraph. Then it gives you a building bridges with our shared values. Then it gives you
Mhm.
3 paragraphs on that. Then it gives you a benefits of partnership. It gives you 4 paragraphs on that. And then it
Mhm.
gives you a winning proposition paragraph.
See, all
And
you gotta
then
do is go in there,
next
just go in there,
steps.
change a couple of words around, and send it off to who you want to send it off to, and
Damn.
that's free. The kids at my school, they using ones I've never heard before, and they're doing like their book report. I'm like, bro, it is 2 paragraphs. Why do you need it for 2 paragraphs? It's like it's easier
That's
than
how,
writing it.
that's how, man, that's how dumb kids are nowadays.
Yep, they can't write 2 paragraphs.
Sad. I remember we had to do double space and
Yep, all that. I still do double space. I still do double space.
yeah, that's
So,
terrible.
and they on Canva, they have it. You know how you see the pictures of like Bugs Bunny and all that? You can do that on Canva. Just say, hey, I want Bugs Bunny sitting in front of a Lamborghini, and it pops it up.
But Canva, you got to pay for, right?
Um,
Yeah, I think
for
so.
that, yeah, that's behind the paywall, but it's free for the most part, except for that and like I think resize and stuff. That's it. So
I'm too cheap for that stuff, but I'm sure these kids
$25.
they spent some of their lunch money.
Yeah, $25. That's some people's like what's this shit called? Allowance?
Right.
Yeah, so they'll just pay that $25 a month. Make good.
Terrible, man. 10 years from now.
Yeah, it's gonna be, but I will give Google credit. The Chromebooks, they can tell if you're using AI. So it'll like put like a big ass like message in front of your shit, like this was generated by AI. So
Snitching.
yeah. So because I had a kid, he's in the office, and he was literally in trouble for that. He used AI, and they couldn't find out which AI he used, and I had to go in there and find in the back end which AI he used, so they can block it. So
You helping them snitch too? Damn.
I had to, man. It's my job, right?
You the feds.
Yeah, they got one. It was one website they was on. They had a button at the top, right? So you can be playing a video game, or whatever, and then when the teacher comes, you just hit the button, and it redirects you to like a educational website, like instantly. So teachers told me about that one. I ain't know about that one. That was crazy.
I'm gonna have to ask Junior.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows. He got a year left, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he knows.
Next year when they take them laptops away, these kids are gonna be dumb again.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. So it was like kindergarten and pre-K have Chromebooks. She's like, well, they need to learn how to write. And I said, they teach them how to type first before they teach them how to write. And she's like, well, that's why they're fucking dumb now. I'm like,
Yeah,
right.
you don't make the rules.
Right. I'm just here. Like, I just give them out. So, but AI is not that bad, bro. Like,
You
it
say
helps.
that now until somebody fucks you.
True. If somebody using my voice, if you hear, hey, everybody, somewhere else, unless they're like being fucking really malicious and some shit like that. Yeah.
So my grandmother had the thing. This is my grandmother. She's 84, 85. Had a phone call saying that like her grandson Michael was in a car accident, and it was like, hey, Gran, I need some money or whatever. So I don't go to jail. They're going to try to bail me out, whatever. She called me freaking out, like,
Wow.
and I was like, I just talked to him, like. So then they called me. She gave him my number, and I was
Yeah.
like, let me talk to him. And they're like, nah, he already had his one phone call. I was like, well, fucking keep him then. I was like,
Right.
because I know I would have been his first phone call, not her.
Exactly.
So, and they were like, you don't want him? They were like, put some money in a brown bag. And then I was like, that's not how this works. I was like, keep his ass. I hung up on him.
That happened to me a long time ago. When I was looking for my first apartment, those nice joints over by the water. So it was like, yeah, you still want to see the place? I say, yeah, sure. It's like, I'm going out of town for a month. So what you can do is you leave the money at the mailbox, and the key will be there. But if the key's not there, they'll come back in like a week or so. I have my friend drop off the key. I was like, "You get the fuck out of my face!"
Right? Yeah. These people, man, but they scam. I get it all the time. People get scammed all the time by it.
Yeah, but I put on Facebook. I was looking for somebody to do an app for the media group. I literally got probably 20 emails from people I've never heard from before, and just random text messages on my phone like, "You still looking for an app? Still looking for an app?" I said, "Where the fuck does this come from?" Like, so no one liked it. No one said anything on the post. I got hella text messages, hella emails. Like, "You looking for an app? I can work on it." I'm like,
yeah, see,
I don't know you.
So much shade.
Yeah, that's why I don't ask no shit on there no more. That shit scared the fuck out of me. That shit happened for like 3-4 days. They just kept asking, "You want to just look for an app? I can fix the app for you." I was like,
see, I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, man. If you're not in my face, I don't trust it. Like,
right.
Yeah. I went to matter of fact, I walked through the neighborhood where the studio's at to say hi to everybody. Say I'm still in the neighborhood. All the older people's like, this is refreshing that people actually still do that. Like, you just come in and say, "Hey, I'm in the neighborhood, such and such, such and such." Like, everybody else just want to, just drop off a sticker or send you like videos. Right. They check my Instagram. Like, you actually walking and shaking hands and shit. I'm like, yeah, like, I want you to see this me. That it's a person that owns a studio down the street. If you know anybody, send them that way, please. So, but hey, man, it is what it is. You're gonna be using AI. I know you are. You're gonna be using AI. You're gonna be using it.
I don't know,
bro. Send out one of those pictures, and then something come back. You're gonna be using AI. You can design shirts off of AI. You can just throw in what you want, and it pops up.
Trust me, it's been intriguing, but at the same time, like,
it cuts the work in half, and sometimes more than half. Like, it literally takes the time away, man.
Oh, I agree. Trust me, I've researched it. I've been looking at it because I can use the time back.
Mm-hmm. Like, they got virtual assistants, like not like somebody who's far away, like actual computers doing your shit for you. Like, that's how advanced AI is now.
Terrible.
I was going to pay a college kid at Morgan to just be my assistant and check my emails and shit. And then somebody's like, "Nah, just use AI. They'll do all that shit for you."
See, you over here sponsoring
that. I'm in tech, man. It looks cool. Like, and I'm late on the AI train. Like, a lot of people that I know been working with AI for like 5 years, 10 years now. Like, I'm late because I didn't want to do it either. I was old school about it. Like, nah, I hate Chat GPT. Like, I hate it. But Bard made it simpler, and it made it sound like more like you talking. So I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And like I said, our media kit is written with Bard. All I did was put our names in there, and that was it. So,
hey, if it works, it works.
If we get a sponsorship, AI help that shit.
Good job, Bard.
Yeah. So, man. Super Bowl. No, fuck all that. This weekend, who you got? And watch you say some dumb shit.
I'm going to go with the script.
Okay.
Ravens 49ers, but I wouldn't mind seeing Ravens and Lions. I think if the Ravens make it, I think the Lions would be an easier dinner for us.
I like it. I like the honesty.
But I'm also worried that we still got to make it past. I don't believe in the script as much as people say. However,
it's like 5 years in a row.
Right. You're right. But we still got to make it past Kansas City. And until we do, then if we do Sunday, I'll be like, oh, I'd like to see the Lions upset the 49ers.
Oh, and you notice also the Josh Allen curse too.
Like, I saw it
the last 7 people that beat him in the playoffs or some shit lost their next game.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. My supervisor told me that today. So the They went down the list. Like the last 6 or 7 people that beat him in the playoffs literally lost their next game.
I think it's going to be fired up. They're going to have Ed Reed, Ray Lewis back as captains. So they're going to come out. Terrell Suggs is there. Jonathan Ogden. Like, you name it. Anybody who's a who of the Ravens over the last 15 years. Michael Phelps going to be there, giving that. He's the ball boy, bringing out the ball. Like, anybody who can get their famous name on the field, they're just giving them a stupid job. Like,
yeah, I didn't realize Michael Phelps lived so close to us when he was growing up.
Oh, he lived right in Fells Point.
Yeah,
for the
I didn't
longest
realize.
time.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, and they got a street named after him over west, over there by the McDonald's.
Then he was living in Towson for a while. Now he's in, I forgot what state he's in right now.
He said he used to get bullied. Like, who bullied him in Fells Point?
Bro, look how tall and nerdy he is.
That doesn't constitute bullying, sir.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you don't know the man's Michael Phelps, you're like, look at this guy.
Oh, he just regular Michael. Like, you just gonna fuck with him?
Yeah, don't even call him Mike. Just call him Michael.
Just this little skinny kid on the swim team. Just
long arms for no reason.
Matter of fact, he wasn't even on the swim team. His mom took him to the Y, right?
Yeah. See, he couldn't even handle.
See, he joined the fucking swim team. That's crazy. We had a nice pool at Southwestern.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you also don't know. We went to school like right smack in the hood, and we had probably one of the best swimming pools I've seen in a long time. So
that's because it never got used because most people in the hood never got in.
There's a bunch of fucking going on down there.
I know when I was on the swim team, the 3 or 4 out of the 5 people that was down there practicing every day were white.
Yeah. I was on the swim team in my first year I got there. Kid almost drowned trying to do the 1500. He can't swim, but we need volunteers. So he tried to do it. He damn near drowned. They had to go in there and get him.
Terrible.
Hood athletics, people. We ain't had no offense and defense. We played both sides, man.
Man, I took a junior when he was younger. I took him and his friend from his baseball team swimming. Yeah. His mom was like, yeah, he can go, whatever. So, dude, all excited, like little skinny kid. Like, he's probably like a foot smaller than Junior.
Yeah.
He's like always just a runt of the litter. Like, this kid's super excited. Boom, jumps in deep end, drowning. I'm like, I'll grab him real quick. So I like, after we're done, like lifeguard gets in everything. Like, I'm talking to his mom. She's like, that boy can't swim. Why didn't you tell me when you said he could go? Like, you got me out here being like David Hasselhoff and shit. Like, the dude was all happy and excited. He was like, oh yeah, he's up on the side, like bloop. The next thing you know, he's flailing and kicking and shit. Like, I guess he had all the right intentions, but
bruh. Hold up. We had a couple of comments from the last episode as well. I don't know how good they are, but we had a couple of comments. What's that? There we go. Dope episode. It's cool that they got Eminem on the show.
Talking about me, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're just saying. I just commented, and then it's like, you gotta love Toxicology report. So I said cool, and then someone texted me and said they love Della being on the show. They say Della is full of fire. So
she full of something.
Yeah. Yeah, she been dropping subs like since the episode came.
That girl got some issues.
Yeah. Well, all women have issues.
She put the gritty in pretty.
Yeah, I think she is the gritty. I think she is the gritty on that one. So, but yeah, it was dope having them on there. Shout out to them. March 9th, people. March 9th. We are having a live show. We are back out in these streets. We will have alcohol. I'm sorry. We will have refreshments. Deneen, the bartender, will be there. We're locking in the food, it will be locked in by the time this episode come out. It'll be locked in. So yeah, man. And best friend will come back outside. You're gonna have a little fun with people. If you're married, don't sit in the front row. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
You need some single ladies.
Yeah, all the single people sit in the front. Married people don't sit in the front.
Yeah, we got to differentiate. We got to be able to separate and know who's who.
We had a little bit too much fun with the married couple the last time we was there. So, and they may be on here. They may be coming on here as guests. I talked to them the other day. So,
good thing is they're still married.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, all right, sir, you got the floor.
All right, let me pull this up.
I hope it's more fucked up than mine because I'm feeling bad. Excuse me.
All right, so I guess it's a 2-part. There's like it's like a 5-part, but I'll just go with like 2 parts for now.
Okay.
All right, so the first part is: do you rely on your partner to meet all of your needs? And then the second part is, do you have since you vaguely talk about your partner, I guess that doesn't make sense. If you vaguely talk about them a lot, then you're really not talking about them a lot, right? So if you vaguely talk about your partner a lot, maybe it's like since you vaguely talk about them.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair to have your own friends, hobbies, and interests? And if so, does your partner support that and your, I guess the way they want to word it is your side life with that?
Okay.
Or like, should they be included?
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like every relationship, your partner should support you. They may not, agree or participate in what you do, but I think they should support you. My needs, it's only maybe 1 or 2 needs that I really need to be taken care of. Fill my stomach up and empty my sack. So,
damn.
If those needs, I'm just like, emotionally, yeah, definitely, physically, all that good stuff. Yeah, just I'm okay. I'm taken care of. If not, that crazy man that's next to me, he would say something. I feel like you should have separate interests. Interests. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't both have the same exact interest. I feel like you should have. It's a break. You need a break from your partner. So I feel like you should have something that you can escape from them. And if they, as long as you're not murdering somebody, they should support it. And make sure you just give them their time. That's it. Don't let your side life consume you. Don't be like a whole 65-year-old Jamaican and have 3 families somewhere. You know what I mean? Like just like spend separate. Cut up the time evenly and make sure you're happy. Because if you're not happy, then there's no fucking point of doing anything. Like, even if you're with them and you're not happy, then you're not gonna be happy together. If you have your side shit and you're not happy, that's not gonna make you happy either. So, yeah,
I agree. I don't need nobody to fill my belly. I fill my own belly. I buy my own food. I cook my own food. Go to my own restaurant.
Sir. Sometimes you just like a home cooked meal. Sometimes you just want to come home and somebody's cooking.
That is true. But if it's going to be to the point where I need you, like I don't. Like the only thing I need you to do is just empty my sack. That's all I need.
Don't be the ghetto chick. Don't be the ghetto chick and hear the word need and go on a tangent.
Look,
it's not that they didn't say you need them. They said your needs. That's what it said.
My needs are.
What are you? Okay, let's break that down. What is your needs? Let's go there first.
I think that a woman needs to take care of a man.
No. What is best friend's needs?
Okay, my needs are: I need a woman to take care of me. What's the best word? Intimately.
Okay.
Not
Empty your
just
sack.
physically. Nope, not
Yep.
just physically, but
Okay.
mentally.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
So that's my only need. Like this,
That-
you can't do that. Then like I don't have any. Like you're wasting my time
Okay.
because that's 99% of it for me. Is I can cook, I can clean for you, I can do all that stuff. I can partner with all that. Like I don't need those aren't my needs. My needs is somebody who actually cares about my day and
Mm-hmm.
asks about my day
Mm.
and wants
That's
to,
top tier.
talk to me about things,
Oh,
not just come home, get on your laptop
mm-hmm.
and talk to your work boyfriend all night, whatever on the laptop. There's no personal time. Um there's no nothing. Like there's no intimacy. There's no pillow talk. There's no anything. It's just, I don't want somebody that can just come home and sleep next to you. Like that ain't. I don't need that.
Right. Okay. So you also said that you don't want nobody talking to you too damn much.
That's true. Like if you say, "Hey, how's your day?" Great. Okay. Like just ask. Like if I
Okay.
say great, give you one word, boom, great, move on. Right? It
Mm,
doesn't have to be long drawn out. Just act like you care.
okay.
Act like you have
Make you feel
interest.
like that they care.
Right.
Okay.
Most women lie and fake everything else, but you can't fake that you actually care about how my day was.
Nah, because you ain't asking them about their day.
You don't have to ask somebody about their day when the first moment you talk to them, they dump on you all day,
Yeah,
right? That's draining when that
it is.
happens. Like as soon as you answer the phone, it's just a dump on you, and you're like, man, I don't even want to tell you about my day at this point. Like I don't even want
Right.
to tell you how I'm doing, right? Because at this point, I'm just over it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm fried from your drama.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of dumping because I don't talk a lot. I don't talk to a lot of people. So when I get to somebody that I know I can speak to, a lot of it comes out, and I'm working on that because definitely. But in your case, it's probably not that. It's probably just they just want to talk to you and they just want to keep talking. So
Yeah,
and
well, get a psychiatrist.
they don't want to pay the copay. Why they pay the copay when they got you?
You stressing me out for free.
Oh man. Now you make me think about what are my needs.
See?
It's crazy. I think the same thing, man. I think that feeling wanted, feeling cared for,
Which men don't get no more. Like women
we
don't
don't.
give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Like women only care about themselves. They're selfish one way, only care about themselves, their needs, their emotions, their wants. Like,
They say that you need 8 hugs a day.
for what? To be
Just
happy? To
just
live?
just to like balance the neurons in your body. You need 8 hugs a day. If you get 12 to 16, then you're in like euphoria. Like
I'm at like negative 282.
right, I'm saying I'm thinking like a lot of men are touch deprived,
Yep.
and women don't care about that because
And
as
the
long as they
crazy
get
thing is,
touched,
like when you're in a
they're cool.
relationship, it gets to the point where it just becomes mundane. It gets to the point where it just comes, you're just going through the motions every day, right?
Mhm.
But, you ain't willing to give me what I need. But if you had to start a relationship over today, you would do all those things that I was asking for to make this new person happy. Why can't you
Mhm.
just do them here? Because you get
Because,
lazy. It gets the same thing like every day. Like,
but
see,
also in relationships, there are dry patches. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not gonna be here all the time. Sometimes you're gonna be up. Sometimes she's gonna be up, or he's gonna be up. I don't, however your relationship are, you know, there's gonna be them patches, and sometimes you either meet in the middle or you ride that out until you get back up there, and then y'all both can see each other. Um, it's gonna get dry. That's all I can say. Like people who are married 20, 30, 40 years, I applaud them because I don't see it. I don't see like every single like I see why people have like 10 kids. Like there's nothing for y'all to do. Like it's to the point where like we're just fucking and then we got kids, so I'm gonna play with them niggas, and then you go over there with them niggas, and then we meet in the middle, eat, happy Sunday, and then go back and our separate corners.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. It's a thing. I know a lot of religious people, they live and die by it. They want that one person that forever, us two, we gonna do it.
But the problem with the religious people is they go by the Bible. Thou shalt treat their spouse like he's the king of the world. So them church-going women are like, oh my God, let me bow down to my husband and my spouse, and he is the king of the house. Like these new women that don't go to church, don't believe in none of that shit, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And
they're Miss Independent. They got to work. They make just as much money as you. Why they got to do anything? Why they got to cook? Why they got to clean? Why they got to give sex up? Like,
yeah, it's like, but it's like, yeah, like if a man say, yeah, my legs hurt from standing up all day. Can you rub my thighs? You know what I mean? Women be like, well, you ain't rub my thighs, so I'm not gonna rub your thighs. Like this, that's the mentality they have now, and it's sad and it's crazy that it is that way. But
yep, pretty much. Until
people start telling them no, that's how it's always going to be. Like we can say no, but then like somebody's going to say yes. So as long as somebody's saying yes, like we're screwed for the most part.
That works both ways. Like she says no, there's somebody else that out there to say yes. If I say no, there's somebody out there going to say yes. Like I read the thing saying 50% of married women got a side dude.
Yes.
So if you're married right now, your wife out there talking to somebody, physically, non-physically, whatever. Like,
they say 50% of women have a side dude, and 70% know who the next dude is.
Yep, exactly. That's not us.
And that's surveys. Like that's actual surveys. People actually answer these questions.
And you know who they ask them surveys to, just to make it clear. They asked it to married women.
There you go.
So they got the answer from married women. So don't be like, oh, we're making things up against women. Nope. They surveyed married women.
So
look, just don't get married.
Yeah. Like we always say that. Like men, like we don't cheat intentionally. You know what I mean? Like the intention was never to cheat. It ends up there. We're happy. We'll get it done. But women have the intention. They have a game plan. They write it on the wall, X's and O's. Like, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do this, that. I'm going to do this position because I ain't done that position since I was 16. Like, all that happens in the woman's mind. Men is like, we just buy lunch one day. And it's like, oh, you're so nice. And they rub up against us. That's what happens to us. So
I agree.
Oh, this live show gonna be crazy. This live, oh yeah, it's gonna be all accountability, people. All accountability on this live show. So if you're single, don't get too close to us because we gonna get in your ass.
If you're married, you're about to be single.
Yes, you are. But yeah, man. So people are trash. AI is not scary yet. And
women are cheaters.
Yeah, women cheat.
Proven fact.
Oh man, anything else you want to say, man?
Nope.
Oh, buy from Fat Flash hoodies. Buy some more. Keep him busy. Keep him busy, please. As long as he's been busy, my best friend's been all right. So, we made our first, not our first, our second actual profit from the studio, man. Somebody rented out some space time. So
there you go.
Yeah, man. Trying to catch up to you, man.
Catch up to me, man. Work yourself into the ground.
Yeah. If I don't do it, who will?
Because again, women don't care about us. They don't give a shit what we go through. Yeah. Our bodies get run down. You got to take a day or two off of work to get recouped. They don't care. It's just another, hey, can you go to the grocery store tomorrow?
Went to the grocery store today.
No matter how bad you are, it's like, never like, hey, you okay? It's just like, Hey, you going to work today? Like after work, can you go to the grocery store?
Mortgage deal. Had to go to the grocery store.
See?
Yeah, man. So, been a good one. Good show, man. Appreciate you as always. Any other words besides women are trash?
Nope.
Because we ain't called them trash in a long time either, so they shouldn't be upset. It's been a while since you called them trash.
Trashy trash.
Even though you called Quantum mid, that was crazy. But but yeah, man. Just remember, you're not a hoe. It is jealous because you having fun. And yeah, man. What's the other shit I say? You're a hoe, you're having fun. Oh, you're not trash. You're somebody's treasure.
Yeah, that works out.
Yeah, and that's word to Mundo. So until next time, man, we are gone, man. Go to the live show, buy tickets, eventbrite.com.